Welcome, Black women. This is Black Women in Grants. We talk all things grants for Black women. Those of you like to find, apply for, and win grants. Vicky has tapped the most since she's been here. She is the main reason. We're at 434 taps already. I see you, Vicky. You in first place, girl. You just pulled it up. We got a first, second, and third place scoreboard. I stare at the whole live, so I watch who taps the most. This Aline 04 is in second place. And then Maya Bands is in first. Hey, Maya Band. I mean third. That's that right. Yeah, my brain. Yeah. So anyway, welcome in everyone. My name is Dr. AJ Austin, founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com, where I help Black women for profit, small business owners find, apply for, and win grants. If you're ready to win a grant, tap the live. Let me see. I'm gonna try to follow my own train of thought. I just be in the clouds when I be on here talking to y'all. Miss VJ done took over the third spot with the most taps. She said, you're not gonna outdo me. Welcome, Black women. I see y'all tapping. Hey y'all. So if you're new here, it's good to have you. If you're an OG, welcome back, girl. You know how we do. I'm usually live with you guys Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you join us. Um, Put us in your calendar. Make us feel special, like you want to be here. Learning about grants. I see your hearts. Welcome. Y'all, I am sleepy. So we finna have some fun. I get goofy when I get sleepy. I needed a nap like 2 nights ago. But anyway, I'm in two grant-based programs right now. One just started today. One we're on our like fourth week. And they working me. So I am a product of my product, as my coach says. So I got into grants back in 2020 for my business. Now I've won over $1 million in my personal life in grants and grant funded opportunities. We can talk about that later. But when I started winning money for my business, I won my first $1,000 in 2020. Y'all remember that year when everybody was in a house, boarding the house? And so I put it towards my business, and now it's multiplied into over six figures plus since then. So I want to teach you how I do it. I want to help you do it if you for real. And if you for real, you'll be tapping that screen, honey, telling TikTok, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, like school days, because we're here. And more Black women need to be in this room as part of this conversation. So can you do me a favor? Hold down my nose. Just like that on your screen. And your contacts should pop up, right? TikTok will let you invite 15 people to the party. Invite your friends. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Because they need to be here. You already be sending them TikToks. Child, shut is live. Shut is live. Shut is live. There's so many words I can't say on TikTok no more. I don't even know what they are. So I'll tell y'all if I get a strike again. Um, Anyway, comments are off. I know you can't talk to me. You're welcome. It's to keep me focused. But then again, I might need y'all tonight to keep me awake. So we may open the comments early. But I usually teach a little bit, ask y'all to talk to me through hearts a little bit. See who gonna hold on this number one spot that Vicky has been holding on to for the last 7 minutes by herself. She's in first place with the most taps. I just want to let y'all know that Vicky ain't playing with y'all tonight, okay? AY is in second place. And Mrs. Thomas is in third. So, again, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. Now, we live online here. This last little line right here. We on Beyonce's internet. I don't know what internet y'all got, but I paid Beyonce's internet today. So we good. Signal strong, modem working. Listen, it was a close call. But we here. So I'm glad to be here with you guys today. So if you want to know more about me and what I do for thee, then you can come join us in our mentorship program. 712 Artistry just took over first place with the most hearts, Vicky. She put you in second place. You won't let her tell you like, child, if it was me, y'all remember that in school? If it was me, girl, if it was me. Welcome. So if you're a Black woman, tap your screen real fast. I think you can tap. I made it to 110 seconds. I've been on other people live trying stuff out to tell y'all to come do on my live. So I think it takes like 10 seconds to tap 100 times. And so what that means is you talking to me through taps. Now TikTok is ranking our top 3 tappers, and I'm gonna just watch it. Vicky, you in third place. Vicky, what you over there doing, Vicky? You are in third place. You was holding it down. Aileen or Aline 04 them took over second place, honey. Don't play with them. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna do that a lot tonight. I can just feel it. Uh, but yeah, you tapping your screen if you black. Tap your screen if you're a woman, a black woman. Okay. Tap your screen. Talk to me. We at 6.4K taps. Y'all ain't playing on tonight. I appreciate that. Tap if you're a black woman with a for-profit small business, not a non-profit child. I do not care about that. But if you're a for-profit, meaning when you make money, you get to put that money back. Oh, I got on a ring, so I got to talk with my hands. So you put the money back. You know how people do that. So, let me put on a bracelet so I can adjust my bracelets. When you make money, you put it back into your business as well, okay? You put it in your pocket or you can reinvest it however you would like. But anyway, you ain't no non-profit, you for-profit. So you're black, you're doing like this to your phone screen. You're a woman, you're for-profit, small business owner. Even if you haven't started a business yet, it's okay. We still love you. You can still sit with us, okay? You can have an idea for a business and still apply for a grant, still win a grant, still win multiple grants, still apply to multiple grants. You can have ideas for multiple businesses that haven't gotten started yet, haven't made any money yet, and still apply for it and win a grant. So I hope that helps. I say that you need to be for-profit because nonprofits don't qualify for the grants that we win. So that's just heads up. Even though I know somebody's still going to ask me, what about nonprofits? And I'm going to tuck my hair just like I'm doing and keep moving. So you're black, you're a woman, you're a for-profit small business owner. If you're based in the United States, hit me. Holler at me with the hearts. Holler through hearts. If you're over the age of 18, I want you to tap your age in hearts. If you like over 50, girl, you better get started, okay? Take it like 20, 25 seconds, okay? So you're black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're a small business owner, you're based in the United States. Oh, by the way, if you have started your business and it hasn't, let me turn my fan on. I'm already in perimenopause over here. Black woman, for-profit small business owner based in the United States. Over the age of 18, you tapping your age on the screen. Hey, I heard them bars. I know y'all heard that. Don't act like you hear that. Vicky, you just took back over in the number one spot. I know that's right. I know. I was like, if that girl, you gonna. So anyway, 712 Artistry is in second place with the most taps, and Nico is in third place. I see y'all. 10K, come through 10K in 10 minutes. Even if you started a business but you haven't made as much money as you would like, that's okay. You can still apply for it and win a grant. You probably need a grant to help you get to that next space. So you're black, you're tapping, you're a woman, you're tapping, you're for-profit, you're tapping. This is my ring finger. Y'all see the ring? So I got to keep talking with my finger. Ring finger. You're black, you're a woman, you're a for-profit, small business owner based in the United States, over the age of 18. Here's where it gets tricky. Do you own at least 51% of your business? 5-1. I know most of y'all, if the comments was on, y'all be like, I own 100%. Tap your percentage in hearts. How much of your business do you own? If it's 51%, you owe 51 hearts. You got to pay your dues, okay? 50-50, I don't know what to do with y'all because y'all don't qualify for the grants that we win as Black women with for-profit small businesses. They want you to be majority owner as the minority. And I call us a minority of a minority of a minority. We're Black, we're women, and we're entrepreneurs, okay? But then they need you to be the majority owner. So 50-50 splits do not qualify for the grants that we win. So if you got a partnership, you need to go borrow 1% and put that on your ownership. I've seen a grant where they're actually asking for partnership papers. So don't be lying because they may come check. Okay. So you're Black, you're tapping, you're a woman, you're tapping, for-profit, small business owner based in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51%. It's one more. Do you need a grant? If you need a grant, I want you to tap. Now, every tap counts as 100. As 10. Every tap counts as 10. I need you to do 10, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I want you to tap in tens. How much you need? So if you need 1 million, baby, get the tapping, okay? But if you need like 10,000, you only gotta tap like 1,000 times. So just tap. How much do you need, girl? Manifest that thing. Now, what we call this? Yes, you tapping. It's doing something to the TikTok algorithms. It's probably helping me some way. I'm still learning the TikTok thing. This is fun for me. Somebody told me to gamify what I do. This is a game for me. So anyway, it's waking up the algorithm, but it's also you getting into the mindset of winning grants. For those of you who are like, do I qualify for a grant? Or how do I know if I qualify for a grant? There's 56 of y'all here. Can 55 of y'all make sure y'all follow this page if you don't? Go ahead and follow this page. Follow this page. Follow this page. So just click follow with a little plus symbol down at the bottom of your screen. Follow this page. Turn your notifications on. So when we go live, TikTok will let you know that we're here. And then when you come join us, it'll probably be because someone was on here tapping like, hey, we started, class started. Y'all remember that in school? Y'all ever had one of them teachers that locked the doors if you ain't there on time? Girl, school would traumatize you. But anyway, you let them know the door's about to close. She about to close the door. She about to lock the doors. Come on in. So the taps wakes up the algorithm, I'm assuming, and tells your classmates that they late, okay? So we're about to dive in and chat. So what I love to do is start off by answering the most frequently asked questions so that when I do open the comments, y'all be ready to talk business. I'm talking about business, okay? Anyway, if you're Black, you're tapping the screen. If you're a woman, you're tapping the screen. If you are a for-profit small business owner, you're tapping the screen. Based in the United States, you're tapping the screen over the age of 18 and own at least 51% of your business. So what that's also telling you is you don't have to ask me if you qualify for a grant or how to know you qualify for a grant or where to start with a grant. You've already started the process. Did you know that? Showing up here on time. If you hang out with me the whole time, there's a bonus in it for you. So I'm going to just leave it at that. Hang out with me to the end. It's something special in it for you, friend. Okay. You're telling me that you qualify for a grant because you've answered the 8 basic questions. Are you Black? Are you a woman? Are you for-profit small business owner based in the United States over the age of 18, own at least 51% of your business and need a grant? And you still tapping in tens, ain't it? Playing little drummer boy on your phone screen. Because now you're getting into the mindset. You're like, wait a minute. I do qualify. Hold up. I meet all those. Yes. I am eligibility. I answered yes to all the questions. That means you qualify for a grant. Now, if you have a multi-level marketing business or a direct sales business or like a paparazzi, Primerica, I don't even know if that's still around, but a franchise, those businesses do not qualify for grants that we win. We're in the for-profit space. We don't apply for nonprofit grants. We don't apply for federal funding. We don't apply for government grants. Yeah, we're in the for-profit space. So our money comes from 4 places: foundations, corporations, organizations, and associations. I hope you got you a pen. I hope you got your tablet or your little journal like me. What I'm showing y'all. Oh, that's my homework for today. I was halfway through. I gave up midway. But anyway, get your journal. Did you about to take notes? Did you know that you do not have to be nonprofit to win a grant? Yeah. Our money comes from foundations, corporations, organizations, and associations. So think of big money. So like I had a what we call a grant funded opportunity this year to get flown out to New York twice, courtesy of Goldman Sachs. They're an investment firm. Think of Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Office Depot, Office Max. I'm thinking of all the people that have been on my checks and have paid for my flights and my hotel rooms and my gifts in the mail and my gift cards and some of the stuff that's on my desk, from the cup I'm drinking out today to the little tablet I'm recording on our other live. Hey, Michelle Hayward, you said since you won't let us chat on TikTok, I came over here. Oh, you think you who? Perryman? Oh, with Cheesy. Girl, I was arguing with my OB the other day. She knew that was my first visit. I was like, lady, you can't tell me what I would be feeling. Shut up. She was a Black woman too. Michelle, go bye. Anyway, see, this is why I turned off some comments. Let me turn off your comments. Okay? You better not let me figure it out. Look, forgot what I was saying. So foundations, organizations, corporations, associations. So I mentioned Goldman Sachs, Regions Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Office Depot, Office Max, FedEx, UPS, Visa, American Express, MasterCard. They all come together. These are like sponsors, partners. Google. I'm in one with Google now. There's another one I can't talk about yet. I thought they were going to release our stuff today, but they did not. But I'm so excited to tell y'all about it when it comes up. We just started today, which is why I am tad. Okay. So, anyway, that's where our money comes from. Okay. So, grants are free money. It's free, it's not based on your credit. So, you don't have to do a credit check. Don't worry about it. Don't we know? Let's go as low. I know how that is. Don't worry about it. You don't need to sell your company or give away your collateral, or put up your collateral, shall I say. You don't need a co-signer. There's no interest on grants. Again, you don't have to pay it back. They are what we call debt-free funding. So there's no interest. I said that right. No credit. I said that right. No collateral. You don't need a co-signer, but you just need to be the number one stunner in your business. What? You need to be majority owner, 51%. Y'all said y'all were, because we got 24,000 likes. Okay. So, what did I want to tell y'all about that? Oh, so yeah, they're free money. You don't have to pay it back. You also don't have to worry about crowdfunding. Like, I know we've heard of people starting businesses and their parents gave them $1 million to start their business. Like, the best I got, we ain't gonna go into that. But anyway, some of our handouts, hand-ups don't look like everybody else's, right? We got to get it out the mud. We got to pull ourselves up by the bootstrap. We got to pray and fast and cry to get what we are. Anybody agreeing? Let me see some hearts. Your hearts are now a man's, okay? But I'm sharing that because there is a grant for your business. It does not matter what type of business you have. It does not matter how long you've been in business. You can still qualify for a grant. So grants are checks in the mail. If you want to check in the mail, just keep tapping. 712 Artistry is at first place in her taps. Second place is Nico Beasley with the most taps on this slide. And then is it Dizella Banks is third place in her taps. Vicky, if you still on here, you let that number one spot go, Vic. What happened, girl? 7 got it. She like, I got it. I'll take it from here, Vicky. Thank you. So, let me check on our other live stream. I'll be forgetting I'm on 3 platforms at once. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Miss V. My bad, girl. I'll be forgetting about y'all. Oh, you can't see. You know what? I tried something different. Hold on. I don't know if I can share it, but if you look down in the bottom of the screen, Miss V, it's real tiny. I didn't know it was going to come out that little. You can come join us on TikTok. We're at Black Women in Grants, okay? Hey, Gaming. I don't know. Hey, Sapa. Am I reading that right? But yeah, my face on the screen, y'all, it's just real little. It's at the bottom. My bad. And congratulations, Safa. That's what I was going to say. Thank you for the reminder if you're still here. I know you're not, because we got trolls on other accounts too. But listen, if you're not a Black woman, I bet you got a Black friend. I bet you want to have a Black friend. So think about how much you love Black women because you in our space and you want to uplift a Black woman on today. Invite her to the live. Don't make it about you. Make it about that Black woman, because this is our space. It's sacred. We share it because anybody can be here, but this is for Black women. So imagine how much your Black friend gonna love you when you like, girl, it's the Black woman teaching Black women. You need this. I'm an ally. So share that. Run, tell it. Okay. Tag that friend. That's who we gonna talk to on today. So all are welcome. Thank you for supporting Black women, uplifting Black women, and sharing our sacred space on the internet where we talk money, honey. And we block too, so try it if you want to. I'm real skilled and anointed in the hands. But shout out to y'all. Look at y'all in the chat. Again, let me see if I can put, I'm gonna try to put our TikTok handle on the other live stream. TikTok.com/ I have to put it like they want us to. Black Women in Grants. Boom, there we go. So if you want to come join us on TikTok, you can, because I'm going to open up our chat there. I be forgetting to check on the other live streams, but I'm here, y'all. Sorry that it is so small. Let me see if it'll let me change it. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. I just had a little unction to just check on y'all. I'm glad I did. All right. I see it. Thank y'all for the likes. Y'all make me feel seen. So what we're doing is building our additional platforms that we have with TikTok. So when or if it goes well again, chat, we'll be on our other channels as well. Okay. All right. I wish I could see. Yeah, I can't see you unless you comment. Then it has something called top fans. Looks like Sophia is a top fan. And it's a Sophia and a Safa. And then cervical is number 3. I didn't know they was ranking y'all on these as well. Okay, I get distracted real easy. This is why I turn comments off. And y'all still be on here talking. But anyway, you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're a small business owner based in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51% of your business. You're ready to win a grant. You're tapping your screen. Welcome to everyone. We have 3 platforms going at once. We're about to bring in number 4 soon. Y'all stay tuned. Fingers, eyes, and toes crossed that's happening soon. So I can just be talking like that the whole time. I told y'all where our grants come from: foundations, corporations, organizations, and associations. I gave y'all some examples of grants that have been on my check from these different places. Also, I've helped. Oh, I did my numbers today. We have 649 women in my mentorship program. We live right here online on Beyonce's internet. If y'all want to check it out and come join us, there's a scholarship to do so. Today, I have a very special bonus for the first 2 people that join me tonight. You want to be here. We are in the process of hosting our event here in Atlanta in November. So if you want to come hang out with me, you'll be one of the first 2 to join us in our mentorship program tonight. This is where we live online, that last little line right above my head in that white and black box in that writing. And so what that's going to do is give you first dibs and a call with me. But I'm going to tell you more because our scholarship pricing is available right now. If you want to be super nosy, you can also click the profile link here on TikTok. Go to the Black Women in Grants channel right there. Y'all see all those likes right beside them 37.4K likes, okay? And then come and join us. Oh, I think what I could do. Well, anyway, I'm finna ignore this other stream, child. I keep getting distracted because I want to change our screen, but here we are. So if you can hear me, you good. You don't need to see me. I'm just as cute as I am every other day, okay? Anyway, and I messed up our TikTok trying to do that earlier today. So what else did I want to tell y'all? I told y'all where grants come from. I told y'all who give them. We have 649 ladies in our mentorship. The last 20 that I've talked to, we're about to talk to, actually, she's number 19. We're about to talk to her Friday. She's a podcaster. She just won her first $1,000 grant through a small business pitch competition. So that's what I was going to talk to y'all about, because grants can be checks in the mail. They can be checks in your business bank account. Can you use a check in your business bank account? Tap your screen. Let me know. Because they can deposit it into your business bank account. They can send you a PayPal. I've been paid for grants through PayPal. Mm-hmm. Vicky, I see you done took over that number 1 spot again. She's like, you're not going to talk about me. And so, yeah, you can get paid through PayPal. There are also things called grant-funded opportunities. Grant-funded opportunities look like scholarships to go through business training and development programs. Hey, Hustle Princess. I know that's right. I see you back, girl. Thank you for your message, too. I've been sharing it with everybody. It made me smile the other day. So Hustle Princess was on one of our recent lives with us, where we really spent some time honing in on parts of the grant application. And she was called into a pitch competition immediately following the live. And she was like, while I wasn't selected that time, I was able to talk about my business without looking crazy. That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. So y'all hang out with me, okay? If y'all want to be like Hustle Princess. So if you think the live is fun, just imagine how much fun we have in the mentorship chat. We got a call coming up too. I don't think I done missed it. I think it's next Tuesday. I be trying to remember. But it's every first and last Tuesday of the month. And it's going to be good next week. I am so excited to share with y'all what I got. So anyway, we have a membership program. Again, you can find out more information here. Go be nosy. I'm trying to figure out what my screen keep going in and out. But yeah, go be nosy. See what we got going on. Because this Atlanta event about to be nice. Anyway, a free ticket to come hang out with me live here in Atlanta at our event where I cover your entry to the events. It's on the line. So you got to be one of the first 2 to join us through our scholarship price for our mentorship program on Beyonce's internet online, where we live online. Okay. And then, yes, you can get that through our profile as well. Tap our profile pic and go claim your spot. Be the first one, first come, first serve. Okay. So what I want to also tell you, oh, grant funded opportunities. These are like if you've never heard of an incubator, that's for those of you who are in the startup phase where your idea is still in your head. It may be on a piece of paper, it may be in a journal, it may be on your Bapuda, as my little niece used to call computers. It may be in a stream of like a thread of emails is what I used to do. I used to email myself. I still got all my emails from years ago. It may be somebody told me their ideas are on Canva, they're in the cloud, they're on their notes app on the phone. Like that's the startup phase. You really haven't launched your business yet, so you may not have a product or service ready just yet. Or maybe it's not like fully fleshed out, so you're still in the prototype beta testing phase. That's fine as well. Maybe and so incubator programs help you to flesh out that idea, get it onto paper, get some coaching, some mentorship, some advising around it, and then get it prepared to launch. So you go from that idea to launching that thing. Then, if you've started a business, let's say you've made some money, you got a product or service out there, people have paid you for that product or service, you got the receipts. You like are filing your taxes, you got your profit and loss statements, you got testimonials, whether they're written or video. Y'all talk to me through taps. Is this you? Is this you? You've already started that thing. You got proof of concept. You know who your market is. You know what you sell. People know what you sell because again, they purchased. But you really haven't gotten yourself as far as you would like. You want to make more money. You want to go further. So you want to kind of sustain what you got. You're tired of paying out of your pocket for everything that your business needs or does. You're like, get somebody else to do it. Like that's how I am with flights. I've never been a flyer until my last 3 flights were courtesy of someone else with a bigger bank account. Amen. And they did the travel arrangements for me. I just want to show up and fly and get out. That's it. Other than that, I won't be there. So last week I won a $500 gift card from Delta. So my next flight number 4, is also going to be courtesy of somebody. Yeah. So yeah, get somebody else to do because who paying this? This is expensive. I did not know flying was that expensive. I am a country girl. We walk and we drive. Okay, but I did good. I flew twice this year, courtesy of Goldman Sachs. Okay, so they footed that bill, not me. And that's how I like it, and that's how some of y'all want to be as well. You like business travel, hotel stays, Uber Blacks, meals, something. But then also with programs like that, we call them grant funded opportunities. So these are accelerator programs for those of you who have already started a business. Sometimes a program will say you got to make a certain amount or be in business a certain amount of time or be a certain type of business propriety or proprietor where you're like a sole proprietor or you have your articles of incorporation, LLC, your limited liability partnership, LLP, your INC papers for corporation. They will let you know. You don't necessarily need an LLC to apply for a grant to win a grant, but different types of opportunities are available. So you can win scholarships to go through incubator programs. You can win scholarships to go through accelerator programs if you've already started your business. And there's so many like hidden gems and hidden opportunities that are disguised as grants. You got small business pitch competitions. Tap your screen if you can see yourself doing something like this live on camera or live on stage where you're on for a few minutes talking about your business. That's it. We call that a pitch. It's not your elevator pitch, but it's like a small business pitch where you're competing with other people. Elevator pitches is usually not a part of a competition. The elevator pitch is supposed to be like 30 seconds in an elevator with someone who asks you what you do. But a small business pitch competition, you might be going against like 10 other people for prize money at the end. So, for example, we have Brittany, who lives in Virginia. She just pitched her business in 5 minutes and won $15,000. She now is the owner of a co-workspace, a commercial kitchen in Virginia for the first time. And that was her first pitch, fresh out of my mentorship program. We have Tanika Sands Hendricks. She's a swim instructor in New York. She has won over $35,500. And majority of that is from small business pitch competitions. So these ladies, thanks to my mentorship, are ready to get on stage, whether it's on camera or live in front of an audience and pitch, go against the best of them and win, even for the first time. Okay. So if you can see yourself doing that, tap your screen, let me know. Cause that's called a grant funded opportunity. So we categorize those. So you got grants that are checks in the mail. You got grants that can be deposited into your business bank account or PayPal. Okay. Say my connection is unstable. I don't know why. You got grants that are like intermingled with incubator and accelerator programs. And so there's one, it's called a fellowship. That's like the third phase of incubator and accelerators. That's where you want to work on yourself as a leader, or like an owner or a boss or a employer. You know, you want to make yourself better to run your company for your future staff. And so there's a fellowship open right now for like $100,000. And I don't give names. I don't co-sign on none of these because I don't know them people and they ain't paying me. Okay. But they're paying $100,000 to work with you for a year and a half to help you to build out your thing, whatever it is, growing your business, starting your business, etc. So anyway, they have qualifications. You know, they'll ask how much you made, how long you've been in business, what you do. So I'm about to open up the chat because I want to hear what you guys do. So let's get us to 45K hearts and I'll open up our chat. Let's get us, because my goal is usually somewhere around 100K taps during the live. So if you want my help learning deeper about grants, being able to talk about what you do on a grant application, let's get to 45K hearts, okay? We're at 42.7 right now. And I appreciate y'all for that. Y'all been tapping your hearts out. Vicky is back at number 1, holding it down. Hustle Princess is at number 2. And Dezella Banks is at 3rd place in the taps. Our other live streamers, if y'all have questions, put it in the chat. I am some kind of miraculous way remembering to come back and check on y'all as well, okay? Let's see. So I'm making sure we go over some of the basics. I lost my paper. Oh, there we go. Some of the basics of what grants are. So we talked about what they are. Free money, don't have to be paid back, not based on your credit. They don't check criminal history. So don't be going in there telling people all your business because that's between you and Jesus. They will not know unless you tell them, okay? Grants are also not specific to the type of business you have. Like they don't care what your title is. They care what you do. So when I say what you do, like Hustle Princess is familiar with that because we spent some time on it in our last live. And they want to know like the results you bring, the problems you solve, the solutions you provide. Why do people or why will people pay you for your product or service? We talked about grant funded opportunities. In addition to the checks in the mail, checks in your business bank account, checks in PayPal, etc. It could also be scholarships to business training and development programs, small business pitch competitions, contests, giveaways, bursaries, sponsorships, partnerships. The list goes on and on and on. I just heard back from one of our sponsors today. So I'm teaching you how to do all of that in our mentorship program. If you really, really, really want to dig deep, I'm in a game as well with y'all, okay? And I call it a game because grants are a game. You got to play to win. That's literally the name of our mentorship program, the Grant Game. And it stands for Grant Application Mentorship Program for Entrepreneurs, specifically for Black women with for-profit small businesses. Those of you who would like to find, apply for, and win grants. And so I'm sharing that because you got to know how to play. Grants have rules. They have winners. We don't say we lost or got denied or rejected. We say there were lessons learned. Meaning you know what to go do or not do next time, right? Let me grab me some tape so my little paper stay. You know. There we go. Okay. Now I can't see it good. But anyway, if you wonder where to find grants, you can literally leave this live right now and go to Google and type in grants and see what pops up. You're going to get a list of grants, but in that list are going to also be some scams. So be careful, okay? Scammers are out there. Yes, they're even in the grant space, so be careful. And so keep in mind as well, grants are not in your inbox on social media. If anyone is contacting you, guaranteeing you a grant, it's a scam. If anyone is saying, just pay me money, talk to me on Telegram, speak to this person, I'm with the SBA, I'm Dr. AJ, I'm with Black Women in Grant, girl, that is not me. I'm yet holding on to God's unchanging hand from moment to moment, trying to keep my eyes awake. I'm not in your inbox, baby. So be careful. There are scammers on this live right now. When I open this live, the comments, y'all gonna see that, okay? Be careful. Don't be sending me screenshots talking about something. Is this you? The fact that you sent it and you know that wasn't me. Like I'll be like, yeah, that's me trying to scam you, girl, in your inbox. You got some money? That's not me, baby. It's somebody's son in Nigeria being dusty. Okay, be careful. Anyway, no grant is guaranteed. Grants are a game. I used to say they were a gamble. It's not a gamble. Gambling is like when you just kind of taking a shot in the dark, trying to win something. Grants mean you need to have a strategy. The fact that it's a game means it comes with rules, it comes with restrictions, it comes with eligibility requirements, it comes with terms and conditions. They teach you how to play to win. And so I study the grant game. I have a master's level understanding and education of how grants work and how to win them. And so I'm live with you guys on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, teaching you how to play the game. And then in our mentorship program, where we live online right here on Beyonce's internet, right above my head, little writing right there, I teach you how to go deeper. And when I say this last 3 weeks have opened my eyes to six-figure funding, y'all, on another level. Come learn with me, baby. I got a lot to share. I don't share everything on TikTok because people be on here stealing my stuff too. Sounding real familiar when I see y'all TikTok videos. I be like, girl, I know that's my word because God gave it to me in the middle of the night when he woke me up out of my dream. You've been on my lives, huh? Sounded like I mentored you. But anyway, I'm sharing all that because you need to come learn with me. So we talked about what is a small business grant. We talked about grant funded opportunities, how grants are not based on your credit. Some people ask me how long does it take to win a grant. My mentees win their first $5,000, $10,000, and $15,000 within the first 90 days of working with me. Now, our mentorship goes for 6 months. So that means you have 6 months access to videos that I've recorded for you, teaching you about what grants are, what they're not, how to find them, how to win them, how to get them to come to you. I've written, hold on, I'll be knocking stuff down when I try to show you this. But I've written this book called Finding Funding, teaching you what grants are and what they're not, and making sure you're applying for the right types of grants for where you are in your business. I wrote this book, Black Women in Grants, with all the success stories and case studies of my students, like Ashley Rankin, who's an organic skincare line owner, has won over $42,000. She was one of the L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Grant winners for a $10,000 grant for her skincare. Like Tay, who I told y'all about, is a swim instructor in New York, teaching little black and brown kids how to swim. And she's won over $35,500. And then I told y'all about Brittany, who just won $15,000 in a small business pitch competition for her commercial kitchen up in Virginia. And then our podcaster is Victoria. I'm about to interview her on Friday. She just won her first $1,000 small business pitch competition. Deanna Joy, she is a nonprofit grant writer, but she's winning money for her for-profit business in our mentorship. She's won over $86,000 for herself and her coaching clients. She won a $12,000 Mac office suite with all new Buperta stuff. I'm so proud of her. And she's been selected as a finalist for a $1 million pitch competition. Okay. And then our highest grant winner, her name is Raven DuVernay. She is in Baltimore. She won $100,710. And she started right here where you guys are on this live, engaging, asking questions, taking notes, putting in the knowledge. And I shared what I shared with y'all in the mentorship. And that mentorship blessed her real good. So this is another book that I wrote called The Grant Game. So it teaches you the game, grant application mentorship for entrepreneurs. I'm teaching you all of my success secrets. You can't find these books just randomly on Amazon, but they are available right here where we live online on Beyonce's internet. Y'all notice I can't say the website out loud. But anyway, fill in the blanks. Y'all know we're talking Black Girl Magic code. Like, was he or was she? Okay, read in between the lines. Go there, claim your grant book bundle. The books are in, there are 3. Thank you for the hand hearts. There are 3 options for us to work together. One is through the book bundle. If you just want to be nosy, get your pinky toe wet about what grants are, which ones you need to be applying to, how I won, how my clients are winning, how I got into it. I've been winning since 9 years old. I've won over $1 million in grants and grant funded opportunities. I've been on CNN television at 9 years old, and so much more since then. So from 9 to now, it's been a journey, baby, $1 million journey. Okay. I know what I was doing. I was reading through our FAQs. If you want to know how to apply for grants, the applications are usually on grant websites, not like a database or a search engine, but like let's say you go to Google, you type in grants. You find a list of one that you want to apply to. They're going to have an online application. Nothing is paper anymore, but they're going to tell you how to apply for their grant, and they're going to ask you specific questions. And I'm about to open up our chat so that we can walk through 2 or 3 of the main frequently asked questions. I'm going to see how y'all would answer these questions and then teach you how to answer them better during our next few moments together on the live tonight. Let's see. Hey, Vitals and Veins, done took over number 1 spot with the most taps on this live. I see you, girl. Vicky, you at number 2. You slipping, sis. What's going down? Hustle Princess is at number 3. Y'all better get the tapping, okay? All right, so we hit 51. Let me just review our FAQs. So I want to make sure. Some people ask, can they take grant money back? They used to not take grant money back. They still put like a clause in their terms and conditions. So here are the terms. If you can guarantee them that you're going to still be in business between 30 days and a year after they give you money, they usually don't come back for their money. So because it's not fair for them to give you money and then you close your business doors anyway. So I always tell our mentees, never apply for grants out of financial desperation, meaning if you're trying to get rich quick, if you just need to put some money in your bank account real quick, if you're trying not to have to file for bankruptcy, if you're trying not to have to close your business doors, so if you're trying to pay some bills real quick, girl, don't apply for grants because you're going to apply out of desperation and that can get you disqualified or owing. The second thing is, I always say just do what you told them you would do. I saw something called a recovery grant or something like that. I'm just learning about it. I got to go back and take notes on it because I studied this. But the recovery grant is saying, basically, as long as you keep up the terms and conditions, they're going to leave you alone. But if they find out that you done broke that promise, they can come back. Now, this recovery grant is a part of this $100,000 opportunity. Imagine they give you money and they said they got up to 5 years to collect. So imagine you win some money this year, but in 2030, they're like, back in 2025, baby, you owe us $100,000. How much you make? How much you owe? $100,000. They want their money back. Okay. So you got to read the fine print. Read the terms and conditions. They usually don't come back for their money. Just keep your word. Make sure you know what you're agreeing to because grants are an agreement. You do have to sign an affidavit or something called a memorandum of understanding, MOU, proving you've read the terms and conditions. You know what you're signing up for. And a lot of times you're signing over your rights to, you're receiving the money and you're also giving them permission to do everything they told you they was going to do. We're going to come back and check on you 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 5 years, 60 months. And all right now. So just know what you're signing up for, okay? But don't be scared. Don't let that scare you away. Just be a woman of your word, amen? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dr. AJ Austin. I am founder of Black Women in Grants, where I help Black women, for-profit, small business owners, find, apply for, and win grants. And so we're just going over some of the Q&A of grants. I get these questions a lot, which is why I answer them before I open up our chat here on TikTok. If you're on any of our other live streams, you're welcome to come join us on the Black Women in Grants channel on TikTok. Just make sure you go ahead and follow this page on TikTok. If you see a little plus symbol at the bottom of your screen, click plus. Click follow. We have 86,000 of y'all here. That means you're on the official Black Women in Grants channel, okay? And then if you want to come join us in our mentorship program, be number 650 on tonight. Be one of the first 2 to join us. I have a scholarship offer. My regular investment to join my mentorship program with me for 6 months is $997. This is our independent study course. This is what we call Learn at Your Leisure. So the books already written, ebooks. You can download them. There's an app that'll read our books to you as well. I've interviewed all of the grant winners that I've told you about in their interviews or in the mentorship. You can watch their videos, hear the lessons they learn, because they don't win everything they apply to, but they have learned lessons that get them bigger grant opportunities, okay? So they teach you what they said, what they done, why they won, why they think they were selected, and what you need to go do to follow in their footsteps. Boo. You heard me? I'll be rapping sometimes. #bars. What else is over there? Oh, you can join incubator and accelerator programs that I've created partnerships with. They will let you into their program absolutely complementario, gratis, free. And so, yeah, for being one of our mentees. And we have a couple more programs I'm working on some partnerships with for you guys that I've personally been through, and I recommend them myself, me, myself, and I. Okay, all three of us. So that's a bonus. And then if you want to get on the phone with me, which I know you do, all y'all do. Oh, y'all be telling me y'all do. I have two opportunities. You got to be one of the first two to join us tonight, though. And I'm throwing in a bonus call with me 60 minutes, talk all things grants for your business. Why you need to be applying, how much you need to apply to, where to find those grants, and what you need to be sent on those grant applications. We call that building out your grant application strategy. This is why I tell y'all, you can apply for grants on your own. You do not need to hire anybody to do this for you, okay? Because as many will tell you who have been got, scammed, bamboozled, hoodwinked, just because you pay somebody to apply for grants on your behalf does not guarantee you a win. And if anybody is guaranteeing you a win, girl, your freedom is at risk. Be careful and don't say I didn't warn you, okay? All right. Let me go ahead and keep my word for y'all. Open up these comments. If we got to review some of the FAQs, I'm happy to do that. But what I want to do is give you guys a chance to talk to me about your business. All I want to talk about is what you do. As long as your comment is about grants, finding them, applying for them, and winning them as a Black woman, for-profit, small business owner, I'm happy to chat. Anybody else, I will ignore and I will let you know I'm doing it. And then if you getting rowdy, we got a block ministry. Want to join? Hey, Sita. Welcome. So y'all come on into the chat and talk to me about what you do. Put it in the chat. Be quick, because TikTok will reset my comments. Sometimes they don't show me all the comments. They used to gray them out and let me approve them, but they just disappear sometimes. So the quicker you chat, the quicker I see it. So let me brighten my screen so I can see actually. But what I don't want your title though. I don't want baker. I already seen. I don't want cooker. We all cook and bake when we get hungry enough. What I want to see is what do you do in your business? What is the result you deliver for other people? The way you can think about this is to take yourself out of it. So I should stop asking y'all what you do and more of like what your clients say you do for them. And I called it, what did I call it? Laugh. What does it look like after someone does business with you? Vita says she's doing her homework now. I'm proud of you, girl. Thank you for letting me know. After someone does business with you, after they purchase your product or service, what does that look like? What does their life look like? What are they feeling? Are they happy? Are they like content? Or like, what are they feeling? What is their thought process? Yeah. What actions are they ready to take after they work with you? Like, tell me about them. What happens to people in a good way after you do business with them? So I don't want to hear about you and how great you are and your title and you third place Mrs. This and you won these awards and you tagging your website and your mission statement. Girl, tell me about the people you serve because that's what a grant is going to ask you for. So when I apply for grants, all they know is I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of Black Women in Grants. And what I do, I help Black women win grants. That's a complete sentence. Period. So what you do for people? So I'll respond to those that look like you answering the question. Okay. Ain't nobody answering questions. Okay, so let me put it back out there. When a grant asks what you do, they're looking for a description of your business. Okay? They're looking to say, and I always use this example, the song 5'5" of brown eyes, smile like the sunrise. Y'all know that's a description of a woman, right? We ain't guessing who they talking about. First of all, she in the video, so we can see her. But secondly, you know what color her eyes are. You know how bright her smile is. You know how tall she is. That's a description. Okay? So they want you to describe your business. Don't just tell them, I'm a business owner. I cook, I clean, but I don't fold. Okay. So Mimi says they live their experience. I don't know what that means, Mimi. You're going to have to dig deeper. Now, I'm a coach, master coach, been training and certified since 2013. So I got a couple years under my belt. So I'm going to go straight in. Okay. And I'm very honest. I'm a Sagittarius for those of you who care. My birthday is on Thanksgiving this year, y'all. I'm a Valentine's Day gift unwrapped on Thanksgiving 9 months later. So the parents were very blessed. My mom actually prayed to have me, and she got me. You're welcome. Oldest daughter. Okay. Anyway, I'm very blunt, very straight to the point, very transparent though. So I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I ain't trying to like speak against your business and stuff, girl. I'm trying to help you win a grant. And one thing I know is if you don't describe your business clear enough, you will not win that grant. They will, they don't call it disqualified, but they gonna nicely skip you. Okay. So, okay, Mimi is training Frenchies to offer support. What kind of support to those with medical needs? I like it. Talking about the Frenchies instead of you. Love it. Keep talking. Rochelle says, they tell me they want every time I deliver. I still don't know what you do, Ro. So you got to tell me more about what your customers say you do. I'm trying to read. Oh, okay. You talking about the dogs, Mimi. I had to follow your train of thought, right? Okay. So you training Frenchies as support animals for 4 weeks. And then they members, service members. I like it. Black Ginger says, I help clients get their websites to get found on Google. Well, what do you call that though? Like what? I think you can dive deeper, Black Ginger. They create content and respond to leads. No, it can be better than that. You sound like every other bro marketer. And that's my world, honey. That's I studied. You sound like you trained with Russell Brunson like me. So tell me more, like dig deeper. What's the difference between you and somebody who do SEO too? You know, like help me. Latasha, hey girl, says medical career in Myrtle Beach. That's your title and where you are. Making lives easier to get medicine. How? Translation to the doctor. So that last part is all I want to know. How you making life easier to get medicine? How getting medicine? See how transportation to the doctor and getting medicine is making life easier. How? I was just on a call with a lady who she has a food pantry in different states all over the United States, and so we talked about speaking in numbers. You know, talking about everything from the cost of a meal that when her food pantry delivers it, how much is saving because she works with people who may be maxed out on their food stamps. And so whatever number the food stamps cut off, she comes in and delivers their food pantry items. And so you have to put a number on that in like every meal is $10 added to their bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make it make sense on a deeper level. Stats help, numbers help. In my book that I just wrote last month, and we got more books coming, by the way. I write for the love of the game at this point, but her name is Ask, A-S-K, Align, Story, and Know. And Know stands for Know Your Numbers. So knowing, and numbers go deep. Everything from how much you made, how long you've been in business, what your 30, 60, 90-day goals are all the way up to the next 10 years, but also the money that you're helping your clients make or save, or that bridged gap between when this cuts off, I come in and bridge the gap with this and putting a number on it. So you got to make it make sense numbers wise as well, telling stories through numbers. Hold on, y'all. TikTok is pre-scrolling or something. Okay, Hustle Princess says provides low cost fund. What is low cost? Because low cost to me is free. What is it to you? And then you say activities. What activities? I think we talked about this a little bit on the last live. Describe the activities. What are they? So one of my first coaching clients, she has a company called Beyond the Front Porch, and she takes kids in our local neighborhood, in our hometown, well, my hometown, and she gets them off the front porch in the summertime. And every month they're taking a different trip beyond their front porch, beyond our little country hometown, out into the bigger world, surrounding states, all on a coach bus. And so you got to talk about the activities. They're going like whitewater rafting and to museums and the gold mines. And I don't even know if they go to the zoo. I think that's too basic for them because it's right down the street from us. But she's talking about the activities that she do, and she gets grant funding. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm combining two of them now. Hold on. And then my mom, talk about how you're enriching the children's lives. Like, what do the kids say? What do they say? They love the experience. I mean, not my mom, Hustle Princess. Y'all do some of the similar things. Okay, so my mom says, I enrich the lives of children. How are their lives enriched? I was combining y'all. Y'all do similar things. Their families and creatives through horticulture. Girl, I don't know what horticulture is. I remember hearing about it at school because we had a greenhouse, but I ain't never go in there in 4 years in school. What is horticulture? I know it's plant stuff, but what is it? Okay. So how is that enriching kids? And you got to talk simple, no jargon. And some grants have started to say that. Do not use jargon. Do not use buzzwords. So those of you who are like, I'm an NEMT. Girl, spell that out. Don't nobody know what that is but you. I know, but I'm going to ask you again. Because when you submit a grant application, you're not there to change your answers. They will not pick up the phone and ask you, now, what were you trying to say? Now, what is a NIMT? Baby, just tell them what it is. Don't use buzzwords and industry jargon and abbreviations or acronyms, etc. Okay, you got to type it out. Like Ginger says, I help websites become discoverable. That ain't what you do. It sounds good, but that ain't what you do. You don't help websites become discoverable on Google. You do more than that. Dig deeper. Marketer. After me, clients get more eyeballs and okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let you win. If you want to keep trying, we can keep trying. But child, you don't need no catchphrases. You ain't gotta be cute. You don't need no message stay. Tell me what your clients say you do. They don't be like, girl, you help eyeballs. You help my website get eyeballs. They don't talk like that. You made that up. What your clients say you do for them? Y'all don't have clients for real. I think maybe that's what it is. That's what you want them to say. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I make meals for people who are in need. No, you don't, Rochelle. Dig deeper. It's more than that. Why are they in need? What kind of meals? And why do they need you to make them when other people make meals as well? Tell me more. Like Ginger says, remember I said it ain't about you, but you a search engine optimist. I know you do SEO. I told you do SEO. I told you sound like a marketing bro. You don't sound like somebody who want to win a grant for doing this for other people because you ain't talking in their language. You're talking in yours. If your answer says or me, it's the wrong answer. They want to hear about your target audience. The grants frequently asked questions is, what do you do? Describe your business and who do you do it for? Yep. Mimi says, I want to be able to offer emotional support animals to the autistic community. Who in the autistic community? Is it kids? That could be anybody. That's like when I ask people who their target audience is or who their product or service is for, they say everybody. It's not for everybody. So, I know we want it to be for everybody, but it's not. I'm somebody and I ain't never bought it. So, you trying to say ain't nobody? Because I ain't about your product. So it ain't people. It ain't everybody. And even within community. So some of the we'll talk about that in a minute, some of the secret keywords. But if you're dealing with they would put the autistic community, they would say is in a like a disability community, because you're naming a specific quote unquote disability. I know everybody don't call it that. I'm trying to be politically correct. But when you're talking about different communities, you're gonna have to explain, because everybody's not in that community, everybody doesn't know someone in the community. And then the people, keep in mind, these are people that will be grading your grant application. So you're going to have to educate. Or is it K through 12? Is it senior citizens? Are they dealing with other disabilities? Are they part of the LGBTQIA? Are they veterans? Are they from disadvantaged backgrounds, low income, etc.? So you're going to have to dive deeper into who these people are. Don't be generic. Don't speak in jargon. Don't say what you think they want to hear. You got to be authentic. You know your business. You know what your customers and clients are saying. Hustle Princess says, how would she describe that in one sentence? Who, Hustle Princess? Everybody on here. People. Who? Which one are you talking about? Like Ginger says, I was trying to say what I do without saying jargon like SEO, but you still, because you're making it about you, you're missing the mark. So think about your clients. What do they say that you do for them? As a result of you helping websites get eyeballs and leads, all jargon words, what does your client say happens for them? Like, do you do follow-up feedback or reviews, or do they reach out? For example, Hustle Princess is here. She was on our live 2 days ago. As a result of spending 90 minutes with me going through this same activity, when she went later that day to pitch her business, to talk about what she does, she came and wrote, I'm looking to pick it up. It's on screenshot. But she messaged me and said, because of your live, basically she was confident in talking about what she does. She didn't feel crazy. Remember I said, think about how they feel. She felt confident. So she came back and thanked me. I didn't put those words in her mouth saying, well, I'm so good at winning grants. She didn't want a grant. Now, sometimes, depending on what day you catch me, I might say that. But for the sake of this example, Hustle Princess, in her own words. Wait a minute, let me find it. Hold on, I got to read it to y'all. Because sometimes you're going to need them testimonials. If you don't know what your clients say after doing business with you, go ask them. Hold on, let me find it. I'm finding it. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so anyway, it ain't in that one. Here we go. This just happened last night. Dr. AJ, I just want to thank you. As soon as I got off your live, I was pulled on a virtual stage and was one in 5 people pitching for a grant in front of 550 people. I didn't win, but thanks to you, I didn't sound crazy. And I applied to my first grant as a business. She didn't know I was going to read that. It didn't have none of your personal stuff in there, girl. So that's why she. But y'all see how testimonials work? And that was just from hanging out with me on the live, having fun the other day. So what do your clients say that you do for them? Mine Dad says, Mimi, can it be a basic t-shirt company that I just enjoy, or does it have to be a greater cause? That's a great question, Mine Dad. By the way, y'all, I ain't being funny, but be careful of side conversations. So if y'all on here networking and connecting in the inbox, be careful, because some of them be scam bots. And so I heard when you're interacting in comments and stuff, it's grabbing some type of data and it's enrolling you in like a virus or something. I don't know, girl. It's a new scam every day on these internet streets. But just be careful. I encourage y'all to talk to me because y'all are on my live. Anything else y'all want to talk about, y'all go host a live. It ain't easy. Trust me. But that's just a heads up. Okay. Mind that to answer the second part of your question, yes, it needs to be related to, ain't that crazy, Cedar? It needs to be related to a greater cause. So we say the 5 C's, or is it 4? Your clients, your customers, a community, a cause, or a charity that's really near and dear to your heart. That's how I remember it. A community, customers, clients, charity, or cause that's near, or church that's near and dear to your heart. So think of who you're serving, but also if you're like volunteering in the community, if you're giving back, if you're, I call it helping the hood. Okay. That's the S in our ASK formula that I teach in our mentorship program. You're sharing how you're giving back. It's social impact. And so how you're helping your clients, helping your customers, helping your church, helping a cause, helping a charity, helping the community. All of those are greater causes, greater missions. And so when you look at these same people will still tell you what you're doing for them. Okay. Even if they haven't paid you. they're telling you what you're doing for them. So yes, it should always be linked to a greater cause. That's why I said take yourself out of it. Hustle Princess is called Beyond the Front Porch. She's on Facebook. You can look her up there and tell her Dr. AJ sent you. Black Ginger says, my clients say I help them stay ahead of the changing AI landscape. Okay, talk more about that. What does that mean? What is the changing AI landscape as it results to getting eyeballs on their website? Let me know, girl. You said that's what they say in the reviews. Yeah, tell me more. You're talking professionally, but you can relax. So, and I mean relax like your speech. So because a lot of people think when you're applying for grants, you got to be like scholarly or academic. So when they see that you got to write an essay, they're thinking AMA, MLA. Y'all remember them papers, cite your sources. But it's not like that. It's more about telling the story of your business, what you do, why you started your company, and who you're helping. And the success you've had doing it, and how it's going to keep making money, why you need a grant to keep doing it, etc. Okay. Sandy says, I found you again, saving to my favorites. So welcome back. Is this which Sandy is this? Hold on, let me make sure. I'm trying to click and see profiles and stuff, being nosy. Oh Lord, my voice sounds like it's trying to give out on me. Hold on. Oh, let me check on our other streamers too. By the way. Oh, they ain't got nothing to say. Okay, they get quiet real quick on me. Sandy. Okay, this ain't Sandy. I thought she was another Sandy. Okay. Let's make sure I'll be having a whole conversation with two different people. The wrong person. Yes, Black Ginger says, I got it though. Make it simple and about the client, about the work that you're doing for the client, especially if you have a repeatable system. Like if you know you're delivering the same result for all clients, like everybody that I serve is equipped to go win a grant, period. Now, their services may be more custom to the work they're trying to do through their business for the community. But if you have a framework that you know works every time and your clients are getting this result every time, talk about that result. The results my clients get every time is they win their first $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 as a result of working with me in my mentorship program. Like it's a framework, it's a system, it works. But I don't talk about, I just realized today I had to write out a whole lot of stuff about my business. And I realized that I don't even talk a whole lot about my framework or the methods that I teach or the, I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, I talk more about my clients. I'm always telling their story. I've already told y'all about Tay winning $35,500 in small business pitch competitions. Ashley winning $4,200. $42,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. Deanna Joy, $86,000 for her and her clients. So yeah, I always talk about them. So think about what you're doing for others because that's what grants want. And I know that this works because the grant has told me. So in the Finding Funding ebook, there is a copy of one of my grant applications. And you get to see my answers to that grant. I ain't even try to find it. But you get to see what I put on the application. They grade your papers. They use what's called a scoring rubric. If you've ever received one of those in school, like the first day they give you your syllabus. And they're like 25% of your grade is your final presentation and 30% is your research paper. Grants do that as well. So 33% is about how well your business mission, what you're looking to get money for in your business aligns with why they're giving the grant. Then 33% is worth like how well you tell the story about why you do what you do and who you do it for and why you need a grant and what you're going to do with the money. I always forget that third thing, but they grade it 33, 33, 33, and then they leave a wiggle room of 1% to break a tie. I hope this is helping y'all. If it's helping, tell me in the chat. Y'all don't look quiet on me. Latoya says, creative preventative measures for teens. What does that mean? What is a creative preventative measure? Is that so they don't have sex? So they don't catch nothing when they hunching? Like, what is a creative preventative measure? You might not even be talking about that, but that's where my mind went. Because what is you preventing them from? Why they need to be prevented? Like, I got questions. What is these teenagers doing that you need to create a program and hip hop summits? So talk to me. Let me know. Say, okay, some recent reviews that say they better understand how to make content and stay ahead of AI. There you go. There you go. That sounds like something the client says versus everything else you just said. Much better, Black Ginger. I like it. What other questions can I answer for you guys? Let me know. Okay, Sandy, you say you're in the DMV. The Sandy, I'm thinking, she was here in Atlanta. I think she's in another state. I don't know where that child is no more. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse say this very helpful, Jesse. Thank you, girl. Anybody else want to tell me what you do? What do you do? What is the result that you bring your client? Many people do not want to answer this question. If you can't answer this question, baby, you ain't got to worry about winning no grant. Because if a grant can't understand what you do, then again, you ain't got to worry about winning no grant. Oh, what's this? I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, anybody else want to share what you do in your business? Get my help with saying it better for a grant. Has anyone here applied for a grant? Talk to me in the chat. Put grant in the chat if you've ever applied for a grant. Even if you applied and they ghosted you or you didn't win it yet. I say yet. Anybody ever tried to apply for a grant? We call that tried, applied, and been denied. What about those of you who are like, I haven't tried yet, but I really want to? Okay, Jesse, I see you. She's like, not yet. You really want to try though? Like you could see yourself actually implementing this type of information to help you win funding for your business? Let me know. Would you be willing to learn how to do this? You haven't tried yet, Black Jen? Good, girl. We want y'all to come correct now when you're applying for this money and show them that you know what you're doing, because it's easy to put what you think they want to hear and then you start sounding like other people. And so there's a lady that has a grant out right now for $10,000. No, I won't say the name of the grant. However, just know that when I talked to her for 2 hours a couple days ago, she had 1,600 people that applied for that grant. Now I'm an advisor for grants as well. So they'll come to me when they're like needing more access to Black women. They'll literally say, Dr. AJ, do you have any friends? Any that you can recommend? Then they find out that we got 86,000 followers here on TikTok. And they're like, OMG, tell us more. So as I'm telling them more, they're telling me what they're seeing. And so one thing, and this is a white lady, I've also talked to a Black check writer that wrote me 2 grant checks. And they're pretty much saying the same thing, that you need to follow the directions that they're asking on the application, where they're saying, describe what you do. You got to follow that description model, just like we're doing right now. Then they also, she said, out of 1,600 applications that she has, she was like, how many do you think are sounding just alike? And I said, 1,599. She's like, dang, that's specific, but you're right. So basically, nobody's standing out. Everybody's trying to use Chat GPT and cheat. You can use Chat. Chat can help you win. I win all my grants with Chat. However, you don't know I'm using Chat GPT. So you got to know what you're doing. So I offer a masterclass on how to apply for grants using Chat GPT to where you're not sounding robotic, redundant, or repetitive, meaning like everybody else and everybody's saying the same Easter speech. I didn't come right here to say. I just came to say Happy Easter Day. And you ain't standing out. Sit down, Ladero. Sit down. Okay. So, Elevated Pilates says, I don't know where to go. For what? You can ask a question. What's your specific, grant specific question? Renata, you are more than an at-home hair salon. Tell us more. Why are you at home? What kind of hair? Families are able to find trips away from their city and free activities within Chicago in our community. Dive deeper. Again, Hustle Princess, talk about the activities. What kind of trips? Why do they need to go away from their city? Let me know. And y'all can keep telling me what you do. I can keep helping you make it better, or we can wrap it up if y'all have had enough. Let me know. Let me know, because I'm finding a nap all day. I had some coffee today though. I've been using my little mocha pot, and I think I'm fancy now. I got coffee at home. Renata says, I'm at home because I have a kid with autism. You are, but okay, so you're at home. You just happen to have a kid with autism. That ain't why you're doing hair at home. You could do anything at home. Why hair? What kind of hair? See what I'm saying? That baby just know his mom at the house or her mom at the house. Mom could be doing anything. The baby ain't going nowhere, but the business can change. You could be doing crochet at home, but why hair? What service are you providing to the people that come to your home and you're doing their hair? But what are they saying? Like, are they happy that they don't have to go to a salon? Or do you have what they call it, like magic hands and making hair grow? Are you treating certain types of hair, locks, 4C, braids? Tell us more about that. Y'all see how this works? I want to shift it a little bit. Talk to me about why you think you need a grant. Put that in the chat. Why do you think you need a grant? Like, if you were to win a grant for like $10,000 today, what would you spend that grant on? What would be the reason you're applying for a grant? Talk to me in the chat real quick. Let me see. What y'all got? You said there's a character limit on here. Yep. And it's also on grant applications. So this is great practice. They're like, get to the point. Don't be long-winded. So type what you can. Don't be cussing either. If you cussing, it's gonna block you. It's gonna filter you out. It ain't even gonna show it to me. Take them cuss words out and try it again, okay? Where you can go online right now on Google Elevate and type in grants and see what pops up. So that's step one. What's your other question? Miss Love Club, welcome back, girl. Okay, you told me about the character limits. You've been trying to type. I told you to take them cuss words out. Mine that says fantasize it. Fantasize it. Tell why what you're doing is so glorious. Hype me up. What? What? What is all that? What that mean? Elevate says, I need a grant to get a studio for Pilates. Okay. Tamia says training. What kind of training? I bet y'all boring texters. Y'all answering this like it's a text message. Baby, this is a full conversation. That's like somebody saying WYD. You don't know how to write a complete sentence. Hello. I thought we was having a conversation. That was too big. One word answers ain't gonna win you no grant. Talk to me. Jesse say, buy a car for the business. Tell me more, Jesse. What you need a car for your business? Sammy says, I have a startup. Wait a minute, Sammy. Hold on. I have a startup home care and I gotta change screens. I can't see the rest of your comment. Oh, I'd use it for advertising. What kind of advertising? Is it social media? Is it billboard, direct sales, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn? Tell us more. What kind of advertising? So it's 31 of y'all here. The question on the table is, what could you use a grant for? And maybe 5 of y'all answered. So I'm gonna wait. Let me see if any bots are on here. I can also tell y'all there are scammers on this live. So be careful. If anybody is in your inbox trying to connect with you, trying to promise you a grant, guarantee you a grant, baby, they are scamming. Be careful, okay? I do not vouch for anybody on here. Hey, Bowhead Cutie. I like that name, girl. So I can see everybody on here. Just heads up, 7-Up. Nobody's hiding, I can say. And shouts out to Vitals and Veins. You've been holding it down for the most hearts during tonight's live. Hustle Princess is in a second lead. And then Vicky has reclaimed a spot. She's in number 3. Cedar, you number 4 if you want to tap and be part of the top 3 tappers, okay? Hey, Minister Judah girl. Juanita's here. Nicole, Latanya, Ronnie. I see y'all. Okay, let me get back to y'all's comments. Jesse say business and home cleaning services. Is that why you need the car? I don't understand, Jesse. Like, why do you need a new car to do business and home cleaning services? Tell me more. Elevate says limited characters to type. I know, I told y'all this is your practice. Grants are going to say in 500 characters or less. Characters are every letter in a word, every space in a sentence, every punctuation mark, periods, commas, exclamation points, etc., hyphens, you're gonna see a little red countdown, and as closer you get to that limit, it's gonna go in the negative. If it's negative, you won't be able to submit that grant application. So TikTok is a perfect practice place for you to get that in, honey. Practice. Is that I need a building to teach my Pilates. Do you know? Like, have you tried online first? Let me know. Grant may want to know. Pay for more education to become an expert, to decorate the studio, to have a starting point by the grants. Let me know now, y'all. I don't know. Y'all ain't sound like y'all really want no grants for real. Moms are able to find free trips. Okay. For their kids as a fun relief from their low income areas. You trying, hustle, princess. I don't like that last part, but you had me on the first part. Some people are perfectly content in low income areas. I can go home right now and sit on the front porch with my best friend, her mom, and her baby, and with she in heaven. I'll be ready to go. But they live in government housing and wear Jordans. And that's her life. She loves it. And I support my friend. Whatever you want to do, I got your back. And she do the same for me. So some people would say, well, why do I need to leave? I'm tired. I'm bored. I ain't got no money. I know your stuff is free, but tell me why I should get out of my idea of fun. Why do I need to leave my low income area? And I'm not trying to be funny. This is for real. This is how some people think. So you're going to have to talk about your audience. And the truth be told, it's a reason why they're in low income. But you have to, that's why I say talk to the people you're doing business with. They will tell you whether or not they want what you're going to offer, or, whatever you've offered them is actually helping them. Have they told you, I'm so excited that you provide these free services so that my baby can learn beyond where we are, or he can see, or she can see, bigger possibilities beyond our low income area. Like, what has the conversation been? Again, I know what you wanted to say, but what are they saying? Because the grant, is going to ask you that. How do you know there's a need for what you do? They're going to ask you that. They're going to say, what problem are you solving? What is your solution? And how do you know your solution is working? How do you know there's a need? And they're going to want you to tell them the story of the people that you've talked to about this business, those that have given you money, those that say they will give you money to do business with you, and how you know it's something they want and that is serving a need that they have. Because even in low income, your one of your biggest needs is what? Just food, clothing, and shelter. Everything else is like, we'll get to it when I get money, etc. So talk more about that. Elevate says, become an expert to decorate the studio to have a starting point. Okay, I saw that one. An affordable cremation and memorial home. I talked to, I forgot what she told me she does, but she's and there are grants for mortuaries and graveyards. And so usually in that space is to create like scholarships for parents who lose young kids, etc., that may not can afford the funeral costs, etc. So yeah, you can get grant funding. There are grants available. Yes, everybody on this live can win a grant. It doesn't matter what your business is per se. It matters like the mission behind what you do. So that's why I keep telling y'all to tap into the stories of the people that you're serving, because it's not about you. See, just said I'm tapping and working. All right, girl, I see you. Vitals and Veins is holding down the first spot with the most taps during the live. Hustle Princess is at number 2, and then Vicky is at number 3. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of Black Women in Grants. We live here online where my mentorship program is. There's currently a scholarship available for 2 of y'all tonight to come join me. It's $197. One-time payment gets you 6-month access to our program. And there's Klarna, there's Afterpay, and there's Affirm if you need it for payment arrangements. I'm just saying, okay? Back to the conversation. Jesse say yes because I just got in an accident in my car rear end. See? Okay, Jesse. So you need a car, not just a car to be cute. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to focus that on why you need it for your business. Don't be telling people you in an accident. They can be like, well, "Why you want us to help you buy a car if you done wrecked your purse?" Okay, I see you, girl. Elevate says, "I currently online and in person at parks and local businesses. Love it. People want one location to come into." Okay, makes sense. So for you, you would need to talk about why, why though? Because if it's local, is it local to like a certain city, certain county, certain district, ward? We have wards over here, but hmm. Because when you get one location, you gotta play like both sides when you're answering these questions as well. So when you get one location, now somebody's gonna complain that it's too far. That's how it is here in Atlanta. Atlanta is an hour away from Atlanta. So I'm on the side, on one side of Atlanta that's closest to the airport. So you land, call me, well, don't call me, but hey girl, welcome to my city. But then on the other side is like where most people want to be, what action is when Beyonce come to Atlanta. You know, we finna go to Beyonce. Like my neighbor's nieces actually drove here, stayed with her, and drove to the Beyonce concert. But they had a little drive because of the traffic and the distance. So when I host events, I have to have a neutral location. Like the event we're hosting in November, it is neutral by the expressway. I don't want to hear nobody mouth. Hop on the expressway, you there. But if it was permanent, somebody would be complaining. This too far. I can say I'm in Atlanta. Well, what side of Atlanta? You see what I'm saying? So talk about why you need to be central, other than people don't want to go to more than one location. Will that really be enough for your people? Have they told you if you choose one location, boom, I'm driving no matter how far, no matter how long it takes, no matter how bad traffic is, no matter your hours, no matter where it's located, because some people might think it's the hood or it's too ghetto. I don't go to that side. Or why you can't be? See what I'm saying? Like, have you thought through that? Because you're gonna need to address why. Because there's also a grant. I think it's the 100K grant that's asking you what you do, but also making you research your competitors, your competition, and then they want you to reach out to your competition and say, "Girl, let's do business together." And most of y'all ain't gonna want to do that. I wouldn't do it, but $100,000, you might rethink, right? I don't know. So just something to think about. Except for the feeling personalized group setting classes. Okay, okay, okay. Hustle Princess says, "Oh wait, I'm losing comments." Right, Miss Million say, "I will." Okay. So I can't relate. I did sports just to leave the city more. Okay. Worst player on every team. Right. And but it's dependent though. Because I grew up in low income housing. But one of my mom's best pieces of advice, she was like, when you get the chance to leave, take it. Boom. That's all I needed. So as soon as I got to college, I remember reading a bulletin board in our hallway outside of my classroom, and I saw that there was an opportunity. So I applied, and it was my first flight ever. And I was on there with my Bible and praying to Jesus, let us land, because God ain't never been off the ground this high. But we made it. I made it back both times, but I took that opportunity. Now, that was because my mom's mindset was entrepreneurial. She believed in taking opportunities. She believed in education. She know her daughter is smart. She didn't play that. I had to stay on the honor roll. So you get to tell the stories of those families. Like there are women living in low income with big dreams that maybe they didn't achieve because of single parenthood, divorce, poverty, low income, etc. But they have kids that are, they want to still leave a legacy. You see where I'm going with this hustle? You better be picking up what I'm putting down. They're still wanting the next generation. And my mom used to always say that. I want to give y'all what I didn't have. I'm about to get emotional because I forgot she said that to me. But she's like, I want you to have the opportunities I never got. And then some of them, they're going to be happy because your opportunities are free. Because again, they may not be able to get to it. They worried about putting food and clothing and shelter over their heads and their kids' heads. Talk about that. So what that means is they have to be more resourceful. And you want to be one of the resources in the community. My mama kept me in after school, boys and girls club, summer camp, child, anything to get a relief. I know she just wanted me out the house, got getting on her nerves. But your girl had some experiences and came right back to the hood after they was over. But still, mama believed in being resourceful, free resources, and she knew who to call. She's why I'm here today, literally. So you got to talk about that. Dig into the stories. Notice it ain't about you. It ain't about how cool your stuff is. It's about the conversations with the people who need what you do, right? And then 40 plus years later, they'll be having their own memories. Like, I remember Miss Hustle Princess took us to so and so, That's all. That's all I got. Y'all ain't talking to me. So I'm about to wrap this up. But if you want my help with really digging into what we call your social mission and really talking about what we call your founder's story, just put yes in the chat. If you would like my help as a mentor, you're like, can you please help me? I really want to invest in myself in the next level, winning these grants. And this is a skill. Again, you don't have to pay anyone else to do this. Just put yes in the chat if you want to learn how I can help you do this. Excuse me. I'll go through our mentorship program real quick and tell you all about it. Oh, I got an A on my homework. Thank you, girl. I need to see that. I'm being nosy checking emails. Okay. Let me get out of here. I done clicked on the wrong email. So we have a mentorship program. It's called the Grant Game Mentorship Program. You can find it on Beyonce's internet when you plug that in. This is where we live online. I cannot say my website online. But read in between the lines and go plug that in to Beyonce's internet. Now, this is specifically for Black women with for-profit small businesses. Those of you who want to find, apply for, and win your first or next small business grant, whether you need $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000. That's up to you. My goal is to teach you how to apply, what to say on those applications. And so this is the program. We have over 649 ladies in right now. And we're about to host an event live here in Atlanta in November, and there's a free ticket for the first 2 people who join us tonight. The mentorship is 6 months. It does not take 6 months to go through it. I just give you access to it for 6 months. One of the features is you can email me 24/7 about your grant questions. What small business grant application questions do you have? I'm happy to help you answer those questions. I'm trying to turn my screen down. It's getting a little bright in here. What else is there? All of the books that I showed you earlier that you can't find anywhere else online. I always get stuck trying to pull all of them out. But all 3 of these are in the program, teaching you about grants, what they are, what they're not, what to look out for, what to look forward to, which ones you should be applying for, how to get them to come to you. And again, they are not coming to you on social media. If you're getting a random message out of the blue from somebody talking about helping you win a grant, they about to take everything you got, okay, including your patience. So be careful. So we talk about the 25 signs of a scam, what to look out for. But we also have examples of people winning grants. It's not just something I'm talking about. It's something I'm doing. And I'm helping my clients do as well. So you get to meet all of our winners. They are on that same page. And they will tell you what they've won and how much, how quick it took them. Because a lot of people want to know, what are the odds of winning a grant? It's 0% if you don't apply. You have a 100% chance of not winning a grant if you never apply. Okay? Grants are not guaranteed. So I don't guarantee a grant. Nobody should be guaranteeing you a grant. The only thing that's guaranteed is the work you put into finding, applying for, and winning a grant. The only thing that can guarantee you a grant win is if you're applying and your application looks really good because you know what to say on that application. Everything from describing your business to telling the stories of your customers and clients, your community impact. This was just the tip of the iceberg. In the mentorship, I really dive deep. We have a half-day workshop. You get the video replays of an event I hosted that really helps dive with you into what grants are, what they're not, and how to find and apply for them. Okay, other live streamers, hold on. You say, if chosen as a winner, use the funds to expand access to high-quality medical cranial prosthesis. Wigs. We need some simpler terms, babe. Just put wigs. I think I know what that is. I ain't even going to think. Alopecia. Okay. Green. It sounds fancy, green. I just want you to know that. A vehicle allows us mobile consultations, wig fittings. I like it. What you do, though. This is really cool. Deliveries directly to their home, hospital, or care center, supply, transport, cranial. Yeah. I like it. Sounds like important work. You just got to find a simpler way to talk about it. And so that goes into your social impact, talking about the people who actually receive those services. What are their words? Because they don't say, thank you for my cranial prosthetic wig. They saying something else. Like, oh, you gave me my confidence back. Girl, I can go out in public and not be thanking people standing my bald head because of alopecia or breast cancer. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to have clear conversations, speak confidently, speak very plainly. So we do a master class for how to do that, making sure that you're aligning it with the reasoning behind why the grant even exists, making sure you're aligning with that grant. Okay. So I was telling you guys about the mentorship program. It's 6 months. You get to email me 24/7. I'll answer at a reasonable hour. But for the full time you're in the program, I am happy to help walk with you through an application. I'm not going to apply for a grant for you. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to do my own grant applications majority of the time. Okay. But if you want to pull out a question by question every email, we consider dissect each question on a whole application. Okay. That's how I'm willing to work with you because you're showing that you're putting in the work to learn this skill. Grants and applying for grants, learning how to do it on your own. It's a skill you want to invest in for whenever you want to win money for your business. It's an additional revenue stream if you would like it to be. That's my favorite part about watching women win money. They're adding money to their household income. So, like Tay, she works, her husband works, she has a business, and she wins grants. That's 4 streams of income. And now she's an author. So that's 5. But it's also thanks to our work together. So come and join us. There are 2 scholarship options. It is $197. That gives you 6 months access. So it's one-time payment for 6 months access. And there is Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm if you need it. And it takes like 2 minutes to sign up. So you can get there through our profile right here on our TikTok channel. Let me wrap up live stream 1. Bye, y'all. I need to use my little tablet. I said I was going to do the studio. That I keep forgetting. Because usually I can share my screen if I use my little studio thing here. But let me pull it up on my baby Baperda, as my little niece used to say. And again, it's very easy to get to in our description right here on the Black Women in Grants channel. It will walk you through step by step through how to join us in the Grant Game mentorship program. You can follow those steps and it's going to take you to this page. This might be backwards to y'all. But that's Tay, the swim instructor in New York. This won over $35,500 in small business pitch competitions, grants, giveaways, and contests. This page is going to show you everything that's in the mentorship program, everything we just talked about, the books, the bonus programs you can go join absolutely free right now because you are part of our mentorship program, the videos with our grant winners, the audios, the videos. This is Ashley. Uh-oh, I done turned on Alexa, not you. So easy to come on, so hard to get off. Anyway, Ashley is a skincare owner that created her own organic line of skincare. This is her. She has locks. They're so long and luscious. And so she creates her own skincare. She's the winner of the $10,000 L'Oreal Beauty Grants. And everything that's in the mentorship is right below our picture here. And then you get to select which one you want. Now, there are 2 options for us to work together. So if you're like an independent studier and you know how to hold yourself accountable and you don't need your hand held or me to check on you or come knock on your door, which a lot of y'all would appreciate that. Some of my local clients, I actually have done that, showed up at their house on the Ring camera, like, open the door. So anyway, if you know how to hold yourself accountable, that is the Grant Game mentorship program. That may be your best option because that's the perfect fit for those of you who want to learn at your leisure, move at your own pace. So if you want to like cook and clean and walk and run and do the dishes and drive and work and listen to books, the app will read the books to you, let you learn hands-free. So that's the mentorship. And then again, that comes with unlimited 24/7 access to me via email to answer all of your grant-based questions. And then I'm here with y'all live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been here for 2 years. Do y'all know I've done 700 of these episodes? Name some you did 700 times and still enjoy it. Happy you still can do it. People join you for it. They want you to do more. And it don't feel like work. It's like fun. Anyway, 700. It's It's my profession, okay? But I really enjoy this. If you need hand holding, I got you, baby. This is an option called Grant Prep Academy. We meet twice a month, live on Zoom. We got a meeting next week. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this all month. And so every first and last Monday of the month, Grant Prep Academy, which is our monthly membership, is for those of you who need real-time accountability, hand-holding, support, step-by-step, like boom, boom, boom. We're going to walk through a grant application. Grant Prep Academy is for you. It's pay as you go, so you're not tied into a contract or anything like that. Most people in our Grant Prep Academy win their first grant in the first 90 days. So keep that in mind, okay? That's the quickest way to win, by working with me closer. Hold on, I see. Okay, the Shuby says, how do you apply for the scholarship? The scholarship price is already applied. So the $197 is the scholarship. Regular investment is $997. So because I've won a grant, I get to give it back to you. And so we take care of $800 for you. So that's already off of that. And then the price that you see, that $197, that one-time payment with the 6-month access, Klarna Afterpay and Affirm is available for a payment arrangement on that if you need it. But that is the scholarship price. It comes with a bonus ticket to come join me in our November event here in Atlanta. Can't believe it's getting so close. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I get to go tour our space next week. But I'm taking care of your tuition for that. And you get a bonus call with me to sit on the phone for 60 minutes. Tell me all about your business, why you're applying for a grant, how much you need, which grants you should be applying for, what you need to be saying on these grant applications. We call that your angle. We put together your grant application strategy for you standing out on these applications and winning. Okay. And then again, that comes with that unlimited 24/7 access with me if you need it to ask your small business grant questions, as well as sometimes I'll bring y'all up on the lives here on TikTok and you do hot seat coaching live, because this is our community here. We're also building an additional community outside of TikTok. So come join us. You get access to all of that. You can go right here. This is right above my head where we live online on Beyonce's internet. You can also click our profile in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Click on Black Women in Grants. Make sure you're on the page with over 86,000 of y'all here. Let me show our other live streamers what that look like, if it'll let me. But make sure you're on the right page, and it's going to walk you step by step through how to come and join us. Okay. This and I do. Oh, I should have clicked our profile. That's what it is. There we go. Let me see what our count is. If you don't follow this page, girl, you better follow this page. We have 86,600 of you guys here. So join the followers, join the mentorship. Just join. If you're getting random messages saying, hey, want to win a grant? Pay me. Speak to somebody on Telegram, our customer service, our manager, girl. That's a scam. Be careful, because people be coming and stealing my page and trying to steal, child. That ain't me. That's a scammer. Be careful, okay? So even if I never see you again, you can go win a grant off of something you learned here today. Speaking of, what did you learn today? Anybody want to tell me a takeaway, an aha that you've had? Let me know. We have hundreds of videos on our TikTok channel, by the way, if you want to dive deeper. If you're like, okay, I got more time than money right now, you can take your time and go watch the hundreds of videos on our TikTok channel. And then come back and join us Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm live here with you guys. And this is a way to get that knowledge up, to keep learning at a deeper level. And then if you want to join us in between the lives, I am in the mentorship and in the membership, very active with our members, helping them to plan out, plot out, and win their first or next grant. Any final questions before I go? We got a few minutes left. If you're over on the page applying to come join us, again, it takes 2 minutes. I showed you where to go right here in the profile. And let me know if you have any questions before I go. Anyone else want to share any type of aha, anything you got from the live, whether it was a refresher, something you learned for the first time? What y'all got? Anything? Oh, y'all ready to go? Let me know. I logged out of our first live stream. Let me check on our second. Any final questions, live streamers, before we go? Last call. I don't see y'all saying anything, so I don't know if y'all are still chatting with me here. I'm watching the chat, though. You got like 60 seconds to put something before I go. Any final questions? Thank y'all for 85,500 likes. I appreciate you guys. Vitals and Bangs is taking us out with the first place, the most taps. Vicky, all right, now you made a comeback. Second place, and Cita's third place for the most taps during the live. I appreciate you guys. Let me scroll the chat one more time. Tamika, the dates for my event will be released, but only to our mentees. You must be in our mentorship program because we have 649 mentees. We got 30 spots for my event. So they are first come, first serve. Right, Cedar, you did good, girl. Thank you. Love all the way from Cali. Appreciate you. So yes, it's coming up in November, but it's specifically for our mentees. And so you got to be in the mentorship to get that exclusive invitation to come hang out. If I can get a bigger space, we may be able to open it up to more people. But right now, it's at the 30. And it's just me. Y'all don't want to see me with the room full of people. I've been had a panic attack trying to help everybody. And we only got a limited amount of time. So we had to narrow down those numbers, making it reasonable for me to be able to help you. Because we're going to be talking about grants and AI. Ooh, girl, it is so much going on in that space. So yes, you definitely want to snatch up one of those VIP spots, okay? Any other questions before I go? Let me know. Let me check on y'all. All right, live stream number 2. I'm out of here. Thank you y'all for joining. Bye.